Fighting is not healthy. Arguing is. I already have a video about this, which I'm gonna leave here so you can check it out. But in today's video, I wanna talk about what I would tell to a couple that literally fights every single day. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, first things first, fighting is not healthy because fighting has kind of this toxic saying around it that if you fight every day, you're unhappy, which is true. Arguing, on the other hand, is what is healthy. If you never argue with your partner, one of you are lying, because it's not possible that you're always agreeing on everything. It's not possible that you always think the exact same with your partner. So in today's video, I thought I would talk to someone, you who's watching this video, that fights every single day with their partner, what I would tell you, how I would try to make you realize that what you do is not good. So the first things first is that this is fully for my experience, this is fully from my experience, because I've had a stage in my current relationship where we were fighting every single day. And what I realized from this is that most of the time it was not even because of the topic, but it was something coming from my own insecurities, and I should fix that. So the first thing is that when you fight with your partner, is it something that is coming from you, your own past trauma, your own insecurities, your own distrust for the other person, or is it actually the topic that you fight about? So for example, if you fight because your partner is always out with their friends, are you jealous of that because you don't trust your partner, because you don't think yourself as good enough? So, oh, even if my partner goes out, I know he's not gonna cheat, I know she's not gonna do something with someone else. Or is it because, for example, you don't have enough friends, so you're jealous? Oh, why is she always with her friends and I'm not? Why is he always with the friends? Is it something that comes from you as a person? Or is it, for example, if he or she always goes out with the friends, but for example, he never texts you while going out with friends? I think that's not good. I think even when I go out, occasionally I text my partner, I'm still okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and he does the same. So are you guys fighting because when he goes out or she goes out, something actually happens? Or is it immediately something from the inside? The second thing is connected to this one, is what is the fight about? Is it something small, like you didn't do the dishes? We don't fight about that because, come on, I didn't do the dishes, I'm gonna do them tomorrow. If you never ever do the dishes, then yeah, I can understand, but that one you can also communicate. Or is it something relatively more serious? What is the fight about? Why is it always that you cannot communicate this thing in a nice way, but immediately leads to a fight? If you don't do the dishes and your partner is like, oh my gosh, you never do anything around the house, you are so lazy, that's unnecessary, because I didn't do the dishes once and you already attack me for not doing anything for a long time. If you never do the dishes, you can still say it in a nice way, look, I know you are busy, I know you haven't been feeling good, but you have to do the dishes sometimes. Something like this. It's very simple now, the way I phrase it, but is it something that is worth fighting about, the topic, or could you actually solve it with a small communication? The third one, every time you fight, healthy couples, they talk about it afterwards, they communicate. Not healthy couples, they just fight and then, okay, never mind, let's order dinner. So my question is, do you talk about it? Do you actually sit down and be like, this is what I did wrong, this is what I did wrong? Where is the common ground? Where can we say that, okay, I did this wrong, you did this wrong, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this in a way that the next time the same thing happens, we don't fight about it, but we actually solve it. If you don't talk about it, it's like swiping it under a rug. It's not gonna be solved. If you want to clean your house, you don't swipe dust under the rug. You actually clean it, you remove the dust. If you can remove the dust from your house, why cannot you remove the dust from your relationship? Once you talk about a problem and you actually talk about it, not just like, okay, it was your fault, fine, okay, but actually talk, where is this coming from? Why do we fight about it? Why cannot we talk about it? I want you to change this. Okay, I want you to change that. Okay, I'm also gonna change, blah, blah, blah. And then the next time it happens is gonna be different because you talked about it. And this is something that if you have problems with with yourself, you need to also talk that. Look, I don't like that you go out with your friends because I'm jealous that you will find someone else. Okay, that comes from me not loving myself enough. So my partner can still help me figure out, why don't you think that you're good enough? Things like that. Or I'm jealous because I don't have friends and you spend every weekend with them. Okay, why don't you have friends? You know, you can always talk about it if you're in a healthy relationship and you feel that you can trust your partner. Do you feel that you can trust your partner enough to communicate about this? And the last one is, what kind of fight do you guys have? Is it like a violent one? Is it more like just we scream at each other? Or is it more like almost an argument but heavier than an argument? Because if it gets to the point every single day where it's violent, you need to get help immediately. If it gets to the point where you guys are still a bit like emotional, I think that can also be a good sign, because I always thought that as long as I'm emotional, as long as I show that I care, it means that I'm honest. Imagine that your girlfriend is mad about you for whatever reason, and one day, like, you go out with your friends, and one day you say like, okay, I'm gonna go out with my friends, and then she says, okay. And then you will think to yourself, wait a minute, why is she not mad? The reason why she's not mad, because she doesn't care anymore. And that's the point you don't want to reach. Also, if you are a girl and the guy does that, you don't want to reach that point, because that means they stopped caring. They don't care what you do anymore, because they know that if they speak up, it's going to lead to a fight. If they say something, it's going to lead to a fight. If you do something, it's going to lead to a fight. You don't want to have that, because as long as we humans get mad, and I'm not just talking about girls, I'm also talking about guys, like in general, as long as people get mad, as long as people ask questions, that shows that they care. I'm mad because you go out, because I care, because I love you. The moment they stop caring is when it's gonna become this, fine, you don't fight anymore, but is it because you guys fixed the problem? And now when he goes out, you're like, okay, I know that he's going out, I know he's not gonna cheat, I'm gonna have the best night to myself? Or is it because you just be like, okay, you know what, I don't care what he does? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to have actual action on this, answer all the questions that I asked in the video and just think about them, just reflect about them. Is it something I can change? Is it something because of me? Is it something because of my trauma? Is it what kind of fight it is? When was the last time we actually communicated about that? And then you will have better answers and you can tackle the problem from its root. If you like this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on more coffee chats. I'm gonna see you guys next Sunday. Have an amazing week. Bye.